Devastating new report in Gawker about Mike Allen of Politico. Now, if you don't know Mike, he's perhaps the best connected reporter in Washington, D.C. So he writes the morning roundup summary for Politico. Look, we got to keep it real. Most of Washington reads that. So he's very powerful in that sense. And he's the ultimate insider. Now, how do you get to be the ultimate insider? It turns out by peddling softballs. So Politico has been accused of this in the past. Now, to be fair, I just did a story about a Koch intelligence agency that Kenneth Vogel wrote for Politico, and it was a great story. So from time to time, they do very good stories as well. But Mike's an insider, and you know, if you want to be an insider, you got to play by the rules. So what are the rules? Well, some years back, he wanted to interview Chelsea Clinton. So he wanted to ask the State Department, because at the time, Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State. So he sent them emails, which now Gawker has found, explaining how the interview would go. He said that he would make sure that the questions would be agreed on. In fact, he said, we would agree on them precisely in advance. Now, I was told that if you're a real journalist, you don't give the questions in advance to the people you're interviewing. All right, well, maybe it was just he stated it wrong. Let's find out more. He says that he promises in the interview there will be, quote, no surprises. Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good. Okay, that looked like it was a mix-up. All right, more from the emails. Quote, I would work with you on topics and would start with anything she wants to cover or make news on. Quicker than a network hit and reaching an audience you care about with no risk. Don't worry, I got your back. Okay, I will make sure that we play ball. You don't get any questions you don't want. It'll be manufactured to be basically marketing for you with no risk at all. And why does Mike Allen do it? Because he gets shine from it. Oh, I had Chelsea Clinton on. Chelsea Clinton came to me because I'm an important person. We are the insiders, right? That's how the system works. Now, this story happens to be on Mike, but the reality is, unfortunately, this applies to most of the Washington media. Let me give you another quote. He emails again, and he says, I think this is something she would like, a way to send a message on a big weekend. He says it again, but in a no-risk way, since they know I would stick to topics we agree on. Now, Mike at one point apparently had made a mistake of asking Bill Clinton a question that they had not previously scripted. How dare you? And a momentary lapse where he might have accidentally done journalism. So he wrote an email after that, apologizing to the Clintons, saying, I had misunderstood the parameters. I am very sorry about that. In Washington, if you accidentally ask a question that you didn't already have prepared for the guest, where the guest didn't ask you to ask that question, you have to apologize for it. If you do a wee bit of journalism, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I have offended the powerful. Well, we at Politico will never make that mistake again. I'm so sorry. Right? At least Mike Allen won't. See, this is how you get to be an insider. It's not that Mike Allen's a particularly bad guy. It's about what the system rewards. If you were a tough journalist asking tough questions, you wouldn't have Mike Allen's job at Politico. You'd have been moved out a long time ago. Why? You didn't have access. This is how you get access. This is how you get to be Mike Allen. This is how you get to be an insider. Now you know. Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't script that out ahead of time. I'm so sorry, Mike. I'll send you an email. Very sorry. Meant to clear this report with you earlier. Not how we roll.